All right, now we've got an Icarian hack squat tutorial. So this is a hack squat machine. It's probably one of my absolute favorites. It's extremely comfortable to get into, and it's extremely comfortable to use because of these handles here. I'll explain why in a second. So what we're gonna do first, obviously we wanna make sure that it's stable. We've got our weight added to the horns, which I'm not gonna do any weight right now, but for the purpose of this tutorial. But once we're done with that, what we want to do is figure out what portion of our legs we want to work. So if I want to get more inner thigh, a little bit more glute, a little bit more hamstring, I'm going to go higher and wider on the pad. Okay, so up to the top of the platform, a little bit wider out. Now, when we do it that way, we want to make sure that we're sinking down as far as we feel comfortable going without our back rounding off of the pad. Okay, so from there, shoulders all the way back into the back of the shoulder pad. You want your back flush against the back pad. Shoulders pushed up into the shoulder pads, hands on the handles, and you're gonna stand. Once you stand, you're bringing the handles in and you're holding them there. So what I tell people here is just think about kind of not necessarily tensing, but more like bracing, right? You're just controlling yourself, keeping yourself nice and firm here whenever you do the exercise. So again, holding the handles, everything's nice and firm, stomach is drawn in. I'm thinking about my knees going outward as I come down to the point where that for me is the point before my glutes and lower back start to round forward. And then I'm gonna come back up with control, leave a little bend in the knee. I don't wanna lock out, little bend in the knee, and then repeat that motion. Okay, so now if I'm someone that wants to do more quads, I'm gonna bring my feet down to the bottom of the platform, a little bit more narrow. This can be a little bit more tense on the knees, but everything else applies. If you don't have any knee issues or knee pain, then you can perform this pretty well. So feet down at the bottom, about hip width apart, maybe a little bit inside. Then same principles apply. Handles here, braced, stomach in, controlled descent, hit the bottom of the exercise. So for me, I'm a little bit more flexible here. I can literally drop all the way to the bottom without rounding, but I'm gonna leave a little bit of tension on my quads. I don't wanna touch. And then I'm gonna come back up, leave a little bit of bend, and then repeat. So coming all the way down, and then boom. So to re-rack, turn the handle out, turn another out, gently set it down, and now you know how to use the Icarian hack.